Welcome everyone to the premiere of Sarlacc Minecraft. I am your host Sarlacc, and I will be showing you my hardcore compound that is just finished. Obviously this build took a little bit more time than a lot of the other stuff that I've been showcasing on Reddit, and so get that all loaded up. And here we have main entrance, nicely secured. The cactus acts as a little bit like razor wire or a preemptive detection as things run into it. The wall here, nice aesthetic on the outside, and then the water portion is actually a couple blocks deep, so it will trap mobs inside, and then the overhang prevents anything like spiders from climbing up too far. Blast proof to protect against creepers, and hopefully to deter endermen. And similar thing here with all the obsidian, trying to make it so that even if a creeper comes running up to you and explodes, you still have a secure entrance and you do not have a sudden breach in your defenses. And of course then you can fumble around with this button, because I can never get these things to work the first time if you're in any sort of hurry and there's something on your tail wanting to kill you. So it's a nice little bonus protection. And then inside, wanting to have a lot of open air, natural setting, but still have it well protected. So you have this main courtyard for growing trees of various variety. And of course then over here we have livestock. Cows for the leather, chickens for the feathers, and getting arrows until you find a skeleton spawner. A little more efficient means for the ammo. Melons for alchemy, wheat, reeds, potatoes or carrots, all that kind of varied. So you can definitely see the vertical setup for the base. It's nice to have everything stacked so that chunk loads aren't a problem, and all the updates for crops and animals. Over on this side we have our engineering lab, so I can basically figure out anything that requires redstone wiring in safety before going out in the field and building it. A little drawbridge. It never fails, you're in a pit and a creeper jumps down on top and you have nowhere to run. Recipes all up on the wall, because I don't make this stuff enough to remember it, plus it adds a nice little decoration aesthetic for the room. Down here is the main storage facility. Everything's divided initially, so stone, wood, agriculture, soil, and then subdivided after that. So for the soil example, dirt, clay, gravel, sand, and all their derivatives. So with the clay, being able to get all the different colors, and that's conveniently in one location. And then courtyard from the other side, mine access heading down that way. We have anvil, crafting, plenty of coal, and then furnaces down below here. So trying to organize things in a way that's somewhat logical and the space adjacency makes sense. And then also more the practical things are on this south side of the building, so then stacking that vertically. Up here we have our foyer, and then split into two different points of access so that you can always be moving around. You're never actually trapped in one corner. For this one, I wanted high visibility, high mobility, so that if there was something else in here with you, be it mobs, or if you want to use it for a PvP style arena map, you have plenty of room to get around. Up here, enchanting available, trying to define that space without using a fully enclosed wall. Again, trying to maintain the openness and visibility, because the other thing is I don't want to be hiding in a little hole in the ground. Getting up and about, and then having some elbow room. And this is a infinite world with resources that don't cost money, so you don't have to worry about, oh, how much is this space going to be, considering it's so much larger. Not a concern. Alchemy set up here, conveniently adjacent to another portal, and you can see the drawbridge from the prototype in the engineering lab. in action over there. And of course the portal is then set up on the hill, so it has a natural terrain defense, and trying to keep things as secure as possible. Because the main thing with when you're playing in a hardcore is that you just need to have a controlled environment, and removing any variables that you don't have control over, so that way you can go, and obviously you're going to have to kill mobs at a certain point, farm endermen for the pearls and whatnot, but it's one of those things that you can do on your own time, and it's not something that something's going to surprise you or you're not prepared for it. So we also have combat facilities over on the side here. Little archery range, working on a moving target. Obviously you can put the redstone wire in the ground if you prefer, but that's just a showcase so everyone can see clearly what's going on. Little lookout here to see the main road. That heads off to the ocean and jungle, and there's also a killing field for farming different materials that can't get from a single mob spawner. Got a little practice dummy you can kill. Okay, didn't mean to do that, but you get the idea. He's got a shield and everything. Then coming over to this side, having the rec room set up. And then again, being able to have a good visibility across, so if anything's popping up, you have plenty of advance notice. And then continuing around, main banquet hall, seating for 14. And then again, adjacent to that is the kitchen. Recipes on the wall, because I can never remember how to make the cake. And so a lot of split levels going on. Underneath the kitchen we have a small study, being able to work with making books, overlooking then the engineering lab. Again, the kind of thing where you could have a solid wall here, but it would just feel a lot more claustrophobic in my opinion. And then plenty of openness here. Cartography on the side. Being able to figure out what's nearby. And then heading back up and again. So we have the third floor here. War room with a fairly accurate map as far as the surroundings. Wooden post here denotes the location of this compound, with the mountains to the right, massive forest, lake, beach, and then the location of the stronghold to get to the end. So all that's set up. Decorations on the side, all of the armor taken from fallen enemies, enchanted leather, chain, and gold. If I ever get a few heads to drop, I'll put those up as well. Large fireplace to kind of complete that lodge feel of this upper level. And you can see down below, coming full circle and back around to the alchemy area. Bridge up and over gets to the guest quarters. We'll start down on this end. So then everything has bed, separate chest, amenities, and a nice little porch overlooking the forest. So being able to have outdoor spaces that are still secure, and so you're not worried about getting attacked by anything while you're up here. And so all the rooms are actually named for various gods of war, being a hardcore map. And then of course if you need to make a quick escape, and there is the staircase getting down, but then hopping in the water and being right at the exit. So in the event something horrific happens, everything's completely overrun, you got to get out quick. There's that escape. Cut across here. And so one of the things with the trees in the middle is they grow big occasionally if you're doing the oak, and having a good way of getting on top and harvesting them. This also acts as another secret exit. So the vines allow you to get down, but you can't actually get up. So it's just another secure way of working with your base. And then the vines on this side actually come up to a trapdoor. There we go. And then being back at the bridge, coming from the other side. And so it's kind of tucked away on the 4th floor. It's not really prominent, not exactly hidden either, but then having my own private study and stash of goods. And then prepping the ender chest with other things that are going to be taken with me into the end. So I'll probably grab most of this stuff into my inventory and then throw a few other odds and ends for backup, to then use the second ender chest just in case I need some other things out there. But getting things ready to go. And then finally outside here we have our rooftop patio. Again, being able to use as much outdoor space as possible and still having it fully secure. And so there you have it. This is the way I'm playing hardcore. You definitely can have a nice looking facility while surviving. You don't have to be confined to a little hole in the ground or something that's just less than ideal, because I figure if I'm spending all my time here, it might as well look good. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any other questions, hit me up in the comments. If you want to see more details on anything of the build or any ideas at all, hit me up, let me know. Thanks for hanging out.